I know I'd go from rags to riches.
No intro today. Who's to blame for that? Not me, not the team, not you. Qatar. Blame Qatar for everything wrong in the world, and blame Qatar for this Portuguese Premier League season being a bloody mess. This should instantly give you an idea of what I mean, and I'm not saying the fact that I'm down low. I'm saying the fact that bottom have played 10, second bottom have played 5, third bottom have played 10, I've played 8, the next team have played 11, the next ones have played 9. The season's a mess, and why is it a mess? He already told you, it's because of Qatar. Thank you very much, Brad. I'm glad you stand with my hatred of that place. It's a mess because of this. November, December, just no games. There are no games in that time because of the bloody Qatar World Cup. This is our last game before Christmas, and we're hardly even into the season. And then look how busy it is. Look at February. It's a disgrace. February and January, okay? From when we get back to here, it's every Sunday, every Wednesday. That's fine for a little club like me. I feel sad for the big boys. Sporting Lisbon, who we beat, by the way, in a cup game. We'll get into that in a minute. Poor little Sporting Lisbon. I mean, look at their schedule so far. They haven't played a league game since the start of September. It's been non-stop. Europa League, Cup, more Europa League, League Cup. Their league campaign is going to be a mess. At the minute, they've got 2 games on this Sunday. They are non-stop like us until March. Poor Sporting Lisbon. I'm going to get the Sporting Lisbon job. That's what's going to happen, isn't it? That's why I feel bad. They're going to be in an awful state of affairs. I come in and clean stuff up, finally, into the big leagues. But poor Sporting Lisbon. And this is before they get through in the Europa League. If they get through in the Europa League or the Cups, it's going to be a wild season. And you might think, Jack, with that in mind, what's that smell? Lavender? Lavender? No, opportunity. Well, yeah, opportunity could be there, but it's just a little bit too early, you know? If this was 2-3 seasons in when we're kind of an established mid-table Premier League club, you might think, Jack, you could sneak up here because everyone else is going to be shattered. We're still a bit tired of ourselves, but we've got a very big squad. So, I mean, who knows? Rotation is going to be key. I'm hoping for anywhere between sort of 8th and 12th. I don't want a relegation battle. I know it looks like we're in one, but remember we lost our first 4. So since we last saw you, we've got 8 points from 4 games. And a lot of that is down to Thomas the Scatman Amang, who did fantastic in pre-season. And look at this recent form. Hasn't actually scored last game, but before that had a bit of a dry patch. But before that, hat-trick 2-2-1 since we last saw you. I mean, this is the form of a world-class player. Thomas the Scatman. Amang. I like him a lot. Elsewhere, form has been very, very up and down. After we saw you, 3-1 win against Rio Ave. 3-1 win against Rio Ave, a good performance, solid, nothing to worry about. A 3-3 draw, a game that was a bit all over the place. Look, you can see as soon as we went 2-1 down, we were 3-2 up in 10 minutes, and then we were drawing again, and then it just died off for the last 20 minutes. A 6-3 loss against the team we played today. They scored 5 goals in the opening 35 minutes, so I don't even know how tactically we're going to play it today because Vic Guimaraes are clearly a good team. A cup win, 3-2, in which we played the kids. And the kids are alright. The 2 kids to really know are Glauco, someone we signed for 3.6k at the start of this season from a lower Portuguese club. Bloody good mentals for a youngster, very good physicals, and decent enough technicals, great technique. Could be a big player for us. And of course, Antonio Gionte scored on his debut for the main team. The guy doesn't stop. 23 goals he's got so far this season for the youth team. First goal for us. He's actually getting worse, which is quite alarming. But 3 stars already. He could play second division level. I won't lie. Looking at his stats, he is miles better than Fang Minghao, but Fang Minghao has that golden quality, which means he'll never go anywhere. And yeah, the other thing to know, youth-wise, on deadline day, we didn't bring anyone else in, as far as I'm aware, just this, another really good youngster, Icelandic striker. Free transfer, I believe, free transfer. But we actually sold a few players who you've never even heard of. Pixie, he's fine. He's clearly quite good for a 17-year-old. He's not as good as Glauco, though. And we had bids of like 100, 150k for him, which I accepted. And then Vic Guimaraes just came in and offered 275k for a player we signed in January who's never even seen first team football. So that was nice. 300k like that. And it was a similar story with Ridwan Vermeulen, who was one of our first ever region signings quite a while ago. Hasn't really improved since then, isn't a very good player, but we got just under 100k for him. Probably would have kept him, but he handed in a transfer request, and I took that personally. So now he's over in the Cova de Piedade B team. So we made a little bit of money on deadline day. We are still struggling financially, but I think that's because there's so few league games, we're not getting that juicy TV revenue, which second half of the season we can start to get. But now it's our last game before Christmas on Halloween Eve. So you do the maths on that one. But yeah, we're up against Vic Guimarães, who are only 11th, but absolutely battered us recently. But we were away then. We're at home now. Bielsa, you would say to play attacking football. I know you said you're not going to talk this episode, so we'll play attacking football. We did play quite a second team against Vic Guimarães when they beat us as well, so that might be why they scored so many. Pavel's had a bit of a stinking time. I still love him, but after giving away a penalty last time, he got sent off the other day. So he's having just a short spell out of the first team, which, because this is Halloween Eve and we don't have any league games for ages, means he won't be in the first team for 3 months. Go figure. Fang Minghao, despite scoring a load of goals, isn't quite there to start. Let's get Biaz on the bench as well for... Do you know what? Let's drop Pavel completely. Let's teach him a lesson. Yeah, I think this is what we're going to go with. It could come back to bite me on the butt. On the butt? Who am I? It could come back to bite me on the arsehole. But hopefully not. Let's head into it. Qatar have torpedoed many people's lives and also this season. But if we win, we can torpedo ourselves, shoot ourselves up into the mid-table. My God. Oh, Icarus, don't fly too close to the sun. Come on, let's prove that we've got what it takes. Oh, in real life, in half an hour, I like doing this. In about 20 minutes, it's the Manchester derby. I'm saying on paper now, my prediction is a 3-1 win for Manchester City. What was the final score? Was I right? Let's just focus on management, shall we? DiMarco. I feel like we're going to get a big sell soon. Obviously, for a second division club, and when we sold Soares and Landis, I didn't think we were coming up. I didn't think we'd be anywhere near it. Selling them for like a combined $1 million was big, but I feel like we're going to sell a £1 million player, a £2 million player soon, and I'm looking forward to it. I know some people are really good at getting like 10 million for every player they sell. I've never been like that, and I like to be realistic. So if we're a small club and I get a £1 million bid, I'm like, yeah, you're out of here because we need that sort of money. Vic Guimarães coming forward, Altara, Pereira, good save Diego Martins. It's not had his best season, sadly. Probably one of the stars of the overall team for the first 2 seasons, but a lot of goals I watch and I'm like, could you have done better? But that's a fantastic take by the Portuguese man. Castro, set piece delivery. I've done the corners, by the way. I've done the corners. I promise you I've done the corners. We just put them to the front post. We haven't scored any more goals since I've done them, but I have done them, I promise you. Although this set play has just led to a bloody big counter-attack. Roshina, saved again by Martins. Lovely stuff. Another set play. I haven't done the free kicks, but they're coming in a lot. Cleared as far as Did you not fancy it, Vilka? What on earth was that about? No one's going near him. I mean, yeah, I'm not an idiot. It's a fantastic finish, and it looks good because he's ran from his own half. But why did Vilka leave the ball? Look there. What are you... The mind boggles. I will sort out the free kicks, I swear to God. He runs off as well. Whoever that is, it's poor defending. Embarrassed, absolutely embarrassed. This team scored 6 against us, yeah? When I was playing attacking football. A month ago. Not like it was 5 years ago, for God's sake. I'm not meeting my nasty husband for the first time in 5 years and thinking he's changed. This is someone that I've seen really recently and been like, is he still the same? 17 minutes in. Oh yeah, he's still pretty similar, isn't he? As he's pouring his drink over me. What am I even talking about? Glad I did the set pieces, considering we've had 5 corners and not had a highlight from any of them. At least with the old corner tactic, there'd often be highlights that led to absolutely nothing. This new one, they don't even show us them. Way! Is it good? Vilka, front post. It's gone to the middle of the box, and we've also missed, so that's a shame. We're up to attacking now from positive, taking even more of a risk, really. Do I just never learn? Trying to grab an equaliser before half-time. Vilka, again, a sluggish in his tackle. It's one of the stars early on in the season, but he struggled a bit since. Miles wide. The problem is we have so few games for any time. It's almost like form doesn't matter. I was thinking to myself then, well, if he's poor, at least it means Bayaz can get a run in the team. But we're not going to be playing for like two and a half months. Right, thrash our arms. We owe him after last time. A few people are motivated. And Mang has done nothing so far. He's looking frustrated. In fact, I'm going to get Vilca off the pitch. He really upset me. Take him off for Diaz. Diaz, a good Portuguese boy, yeah? I feel like as a foreign manager, I can say that. Oh, he's a good Portuguese lad. But if I was managing Colchester and took off a South American and went, I'm getting an Englishman on there, I'd be a bit like Brexit, you know? Silva, from the academy. Good ball. Knocked out as far as Blanco. Can he get it back across the box, maybe? Cut back to Ilya. It's bouncing around. Dimarco. Oh, a man. Yes, he's offside, isn't he? For God's sake. Diaz was offside. Diaz wasn't even the one who scored. Into the drop zone at Christmas. It's October 30th, by the way. Just in case you were wondering. No, I will not let it go. The second half is going without a paddle. We've had 10 shots so far with none on target. I feel like every episode I bring that Fang Ming Hao on and he scores. And then the next episode starts and you lot probably think, oh, that means Fang Ming Hao's finally established himself as a first teamer. Next episode I'm like, yep, a Mang and someone up front. Fang Ming Hao comes on and he scores a goal. We've got a highlight now. Fang Ming Hao will probably score from it. I feel like you always have bogey teams on Football Manager. And I think it's more because rather than like, oh, they've got one up on us, teams don't change tactics too often, I feel like. So it's like, oh, the tactic you always use, yeah, their one just counteracts it quite well. And maybe Vic Guimaraes are that for us. Hasn't done much at left back this season, but that's a lovely run if he can get a ball in. Oh, can't beat the first man. Miguel Silva, back to Castro. Dimarco, back to Castro. Send it out wide if you want, Dimarco. Overlapping Miguel. He's a fullback, isn't he? I should have him on wing back so he gets further forward. Dimarco, can he get it in? He does. Fang Ming Hao. It was nearly the moment. It was nearly the moment we all expected. I hope we can score. I really hope we can score because I think we've got more than enough to stay up, but I don't want to spend the next 3 months in the relegation zone. Andre Diaz, out wide to Blanco. Can he get a ball in? To Diaz again. Put it on your right foot. Whip it in. Good ball. Dimarco running onto it. Blocked. I think we've tested the keeper once this game, man. Guel Silva's not having a great game. We're going to get Lacasio on as a complete wing-back and try and get the ball out to this right-hand side because he's got a very good cross on him. Focus play. Overlap. Whip some crosses in. Come on. If Lacasio assists a goal here, you know I'm a genius. Come on. Down the right-hand side. Castro. To Dimarco. Castro again. Lacasio's out there in space. Back to Colho. He's still in space out there. Can you beat your man, Lacasio? Can you beat your man? I know you can. Ilya. Dimarco. Send it out this way if you want. Send it out this way. Don't shoot. 1-2. A man. Oh, blocked. Fang Ming. Oh! How have we not scored there? Oh, it's set up for him perfectly. Corner. I've sorted these out. It's gone all the way. How has no one got on the end of it? Kainandro. Back to Ilya. Win a penalty. Win a penalty. It's always getting blocked. It was always getting blocked. We've woken up 75 minutes late, but one goal and we snatch a point from this game, which I wouldn't mind. Ilya sends it out wide beautifully to Lacasio. Can he get it across? I was nearly a genius. I was so nearly a genius. I think there is still going to be one more highlight. Let's up this line of engagement and see if we can nick some in. 30 seconds to play. If we're going to make a chance... 10 seconds to go. Oh, we're going to make one more chance. Lacasio, striving forward. You've just got to keep running, mate. You've just got to keep running. Foul, not been given. Diaz. How's he blown the whistle there? Right, we've lost. Vic Guimaraes are a good team, our bogey team. But I'm going to get it. We're going to get him eventually. We turned it on towards the end of that game. Most people expected a heavy defeat, but it didn't play out like that. Game was there for a taking. What did you think when Fang Ming Hao missed that late gilt-edged chance? Well, he usually always scores them. I challenged him to be great. If he wants to be considered among the very best with the likes of Federico Chiesa, why would I be talking about Federico Chiesa? I'm storming out. Piss off. I haven't got my Jesus necklace on. No wonder we've lost. At least there's an explanation for it. Jesus was spotted at the ground. It wasn't me, but Jesus was there. My God. We're just about not in the Portuguese relegation zone, but these lot are winning. Do you know what? Let's just pop forward so they can quickly win their game and I can say, oh, we're in the relegation zone at Christmas. If I can bring this back, I'm a genius. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay. Here we are in the relegation playoff zone at Christmas. Games in hand. It's really hard to gauge how our season's actually going. But I think we've got more than enough to stay up, and I certainly hope we will. We're going to go forward a bit. We're going to go all the way up until Christmas. But we'll come back maybe at the end of January. See how our January's been. A big game against Sporting, who are struggling themselves, but I expect them to turn it around. But yeah, that's where we'll go up to. If you did enjoy this video, and it was quite a short one, it feels like. It was a game without many chances. It's going to be a long season, but we stay up. We're going to then qualify for the Europa League next year. We're going to kick on. We've just got to make sure we stay up this year. But if you did enjoy the video, like, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Comment down below if you enjoyed it. And hey, have yourself a merry little Christmas. May your snow be white. Have yourself a merry little Christmas now.